guys, so today I'm making a video on how to make Play-Doh. Now I actually made Play-Doh a couple of days ago with a friend and we did this recipe and it turned out pretty well. So I'll just show you the ones that we made, the one that we made. Or we made more than one, but I'll show you one. So it's a very simple recipe to make, a very easy recipe as well. And you don't actually need much ingredients. So this is the one that I made, and it looks very cool. I'll show you how to make it. So that's what it looks like. It's just normal it's just Play-Doh, and it's very nice. So we got this off the internet, but what is interesting is so we got this off the internet, this recipe. Now, the problem with this recipe that you might want to consider doing is, consider thinking about if you want to do it, is the fact that it can be messy. So all you need to make sure you have before you get started is, if you're not doing it outside and you're doing it in an inside area, you have like a mat or something that you can put your stuff on, so it's easy for you guys to do. So, all you need is a bowl, a spoon to do your measuring, flour, any type of flour. Today I'm using self-raising flour dough, and something that can hold water. So that could be a spray bottle, it could be anything really. And this is optional. You don't have to. You can keep it white, or you can use food colouring. But in our special recipe, we used paint. So we used paint. Now that might sound weird, but that's what we used, and it's turned out to be awesome. So yeah, that's what we used. So this video is going to be a very interesting video. Make sure if your child, you ask permission before you actually do this, and you make sure that you have an adult with you or someone with you that can help you with the measuring. Now, the problem with this recipe, and also if you, we changed a bit up on this recipe, so it's not exact the same measurements. So if you like this, just do what I do on this video, don't look it up, because we changed it. I mean, there was no paint in it, and there was salt that we added. There was salt as well that was in it. But I'm not using the salt, because the one that I showed you I didn't use, and it turned out better than the one I did. So I don't. So all you need to do now, depending on how big you want your thing to be, is depending on how much flour you use. You're going to use more than what you need, so don't add your exact amount, because you're going to use more. Now, what you do is you get water and flour, and you just kind of, now it should get hard. Obviously, depending on how hard you want it's depending on how much water you use and how much flour you use. Obviously, the more flour, the more kind of. Now, as you see, I'm using it with my hands, or I'm kind of kneading it with my hands. Most people like to kind of knead it straight away with their hands, and not so much with their spoon. Now that's why I prefer to kind of knead it with my hands. It's probably better. Now I'm just doing a small batch today, because I thought I don't want a big batch. I don't think I necessarily need a big batch either. So it's a very simple recipe, really. It's very easy, quick, and easy to learn, and it's actually probably yeah, so as you can see, it's not as, I mean, if it gets too sticky, because like if it gets too sticky, you can always add more flour to it, but that means you might end up, but like once you add flour, it might get too sticky. So what might be best is if you actually just add, hang on, I was going to go quickly wash my hands, which is right over here, so hang on. Now, to be honest, sometimes wetting your hands and putting flour on your hands actually does help. So that's which is why I wash my hands. See how now it's not actually sticking on my hands, but once my hands start getting a bit wetter, which is why I kind of stopped, so I knew what would happen. But don't add too much flour after you've got the right consistency. Just add a little bit. I wouldn't add too much. So, yeah, so I mean, like, it's gonna always be floury, guys, and stuff. But as you can see, so you see a kind of like, this recipe is a very judging recipe. It's different for everyone. Sometimes you'll get it right in the first go. Sometimes you might have struggles. But you just need to keep tossing and turning with how much you need. So, I mean, like, I would put, if you want to make a small batch, I would put about 3 teaspoons in, and then, like, 2 to 3 drops of water, just to kind of get it. So, as you can see, it's very, so always have a bit of, so, yeah, as you can see, it's very easy to make and very informative and very quick. So after you do that, and after it's at a good consistency, you think it's ready to move on. It's pretty much done from there. But if you want to add color and stuff, then all you need to do is is take your bowl away. If you have a mat, I'll do that. And if you're using a spoon and you're not using your hands, start using your hands once it gets up to the right consistency. And because mine's kind of up to that point where you guys might be if you're using your hands, if you're using a spoon, I would get a little bit of flour, put it on a mat, wipe it on the mat, and roll it in So after you've kind of made it, you just get a little bit of flour and you put it on the ground or the mat or whatever you're working on, whatever the area you're working on, put a bit of flour on whatever you're working on, and just kind of roll it and just kind of pat it down. And knead it. And then you just knead it for a couple of minutes. I've been kneading mine for the whole thing, so you don't have to do that. You can always just mix it. I'm very I don't care about getting messy hands. So if you're like me, then you'll most likely just knead it all the way. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you don't, but it definitely turns out better if you handle it more. So obviously the more you handle it, yes, obviously the more you handle it, the better it will turn out to be. So once it's at a perfect thing and it's not too like thing, or you pick your colours. You don't have to use paints, but in this episode, this we are. So go get your colouring. And obviously, if you're using paint, you'll be doing exactly like me. If you're not, and it might not take you guys as long. So I'm going to be using magenta. And all you want to do is just squirt a little bit of paint. And then you just... Now, the good thing about paint is if it gets on your fingers and stuff, it won't matter because you can wash it off. So that's the one thing, that's the one reason why I do use paint. But obviously, now the one reason why paint is slightly bad is it does get really sticky afterwards. So what you'll need to do is after you finish doing the colour you want, you can mix it in a bit. Then you put more flour. Then you obviously might have to put more flour. So yeah, so that's the only problem about the paint is it will get sticky again. So then that means you'll need to knead it again with a bit more flour. So once you put the paint in, all you have to do to get that nice consistency again, you just cover your hands up with flour. Not too much. And then you rub it on the thing. Now you might think, oh no, it's going to get floury again, but you'll be able to see your colour, so it will work out. Because you don't want, as much as you want to see your colour, you also want to see. So that's how it turns out to be. Now the only reason why I'm keeping it this colour is because I don't want it all of it, because I already have one similar to this colour, so I don't want all magenta. But so I only have one all magenta, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep it this colour. So that's all it is, guys. All you have to do is flour, a bit of water. You can use salt if you want. It doesn't really affect it though that much, I don't reckon. But then again, if you guys think differently, then you can obviously add salt in it. But this recipe is a very easy recipe. All you need is water, flour, and then the colouring that you guys want, and whatever suits you guys. Paint, water, paint, or paint or fruit colouring will do. And please make sure you have a parent supervising you if you're if you're a child. And yeah, just make sure you ask permission if you're allowed to use flour. I use self-glazing flour. I haven't used other flours before, so I'm not sure how it will turn out compared to that wise. So you might want to use self-glazing flour for this, just to be sure it works. But yeah. So yeah. Now if you guys want to just hold on for 2 seconds, I'll quickly wash my hands and I'll show you guys how to wrap the Play-Doh up. Sorry guys. Alright, so now the way to wrap it up is very, very simple. All you will need is just if you guys actually, to be honest, want to make it slimy, all you guys need to do is wash your hands. Because I just washed my hands and now it's all slimy. So that's what you need to do. Just keep wetting it every once in a while. I might just add a bit more flour. So it doesn't get like that. Okay guys, so sorry. This is kind of turned a bit sticky again, so I'm just gonna... See, this is the whole part about it, guys. Some take longer than others, some don't. And it just all depends on how much... It all depends on really how much you use. And stuff like that. I'm trying to get the flour and the paint at the same time. Sometimes it might help if you get flour and a bit of flour and a bit of paint, and then mix it together, and then mix so you can get like 2 batches, one with just paint and flour, and one with flour and water, and then you mix those 2 together, and it might help with the consistency, so you don't have to keep swapping it over, but I don't do that. Alright guys, so that's all for today. After you finish, sometimes it's best to let it sit. So all you do is you get Glad Wrap, which is what I use because I feel like it's much more airier and it's much more easier to use. And just something that I use a fair bit of my time of making Play-Doh and stuff. So all you do is just get Glad Wrap or like lunch bags or something like that, and then you just cover it up and it's done. And that's how you make Play-Doh. So I have made altogether a couple of batches now. So I've made 5 batches. As you can see, they're all different sizes. I made really small ones, big ones, and medium ones. So there are different sizes, guys. So it doesn't really matter how big you do it, as long as it suits you, and stuff like that. And it's very quick and easy to clean up as well. It only takes like 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how much mess you've made. So I'll catch you guys later, and hope you guys liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll quickly do the comments. Now, I did say I was going to do a comment video for the other video that I didn't get to do. I'm pretty sure the one that I didn't do, Jake commented, so I'll have to put his channel down again. Okay, so the last video I did was my painting book, and I don't have any comments for that video. So I'll have to, I don't have any comments for that video. So there will be no comments now today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, more arty type of things. I'll try and do some more recipes for you guys or something else that's interesting like this. And see you guys next time. Bye.